Hey, good afternoon, my people. What's up? I hope and trust that all is good and you're having a good weekend. Today is what? Saturday? Saturday, the 4th day of April, 2024, and well, 2024. Tall. The 4th day of April, 2026. I have some dates in my head from some research I was doing this morning. Yes, today's Saturday, the 4th day of April, 2026, and the time right now is 2:02 p.m., 2 minutes after the 2 p.m. hour. A number of persons have called me and say, "Hey, Beef, I want to see a video and blah 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 blah." Well, I did put out a video, I believe last night, dealing with the minimum wage and what I see as the incompetence of some of these unions around here. But I haven't put out nothing politically. And why I haven't? I have said what I had to say. I think I've said what I had to say, and I think I've been clear with what I had to say. And I don't believe in talking to people who are supposed to be sensible two, three, and four times. I'm not like other radio hosts, you know what I mean? I don't have the time with that. I share information with people. People get information and people decide what they want to do. And we all live with the consequences thereafter. That's how I approach life. So I'm not into the over and over and over and over target again. That's not me. Well, the elections will be upon us soon. And I think that the Labour Party is having a function on Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday after the holiday. And it is believed by many that the date of the election will be given then. Um, Many people believe that the date of the election will be in this month, the month of April. Um, I have gave my belief as to when it's going to be. Somebody who should know called me and showed me certain things. So I might be a week late, according to what the person is saying, but time will tell. Time will tell. When the date is called, then we will go to the polls, or persons will go to the polls, and we will see the fruits of some of these radio clowns, as you see there in my backdrop. Yeah, we'll see the fruits of some of these radio clowns. They've had this say from, I would say, from Sunday, the 21st day of April, 2024. They've had this say from then right up until Wednesday, the first day of April, 2026. That's good. So that's going to be 2 years. So they've had this say for 2 years. Ironically, when I heard certain things on the first, it was a Wednesday, right? Wednesday, the first day of April, 2026. I smiled to myself. I said, boy, today's really All Fools Day. So maybe what I was hearing, they were trying to fool people. But yes, but these radio clowns have had this say for 2 years. And now all of a sudden, the same people slash party that you heard was this, you heard was that, you heard was that. Boom. Just like that. Just like that. You're hearing a different story. Who to vote for? Well, we'll find out come election day if that's how it works in the real world. We'll find out if that's how it works in the real world. So I'm not really on the repetition and on that. Where I am what is going to come next after the debacle that I expect to come about. That's where I am. What's going to happen next? I hear the political leader of the UPP, Jamal Pringle, talking some ignorance, in my opinion, leading up to some statements, or the ultimate all fools statement from certain radio hosts or a certain candidate on a certain radio host program. Let me put it that way. I hear Pringle, in my opinion, talking some ignorance. And if he truly means what he's saying, I came across this video. You see this man there? I think that was an election from somewhere in the Caribbean. I'm not sure. I don't think it might have been the St. Lucia. It might have been the St. Lucia election. It might have been the St. Lucia election. The night of when they're going through the count, or when they had the count and he was being interviewed. And the man said, one thing, the Labour Party will be in power for a very long, long time. And if what I hear Pringle talking about, if he really means that after the next general election, well, I'm convinced that the Labour Party will be in power for a very, very long time around here. I really do believe that. But as I said, time will tell. First up, the elections. And let us see the results of the hard work of the radio clowns. And then after the election, let's see if what Pringle would have said, he really means it, or he will really be the leader that I believe he can be. But for sure, if the ignorance that I hear him talking is right in terms of some of the people, some of the candidates on his slate, if what he's saying about them or how he intends to deal with them is correct, my friends, let us buckle up. The Labour Party will be around for a while. So I'm here watching. I'm still studying everything, doing my research, keeping my notes, keeping my recordings. Yeah, I'm still doing that. But because I don't believe in this repeating things, and people who are close to me will tell you that. So let me talk to you. You're supposed to sensible one, two times, and you decide that, well, that's your business. I don't have no time with that. You know what I mean? So come in, Gaston. Tuesday, God spare our lives. Let us hear when is the election date for those who are going to be going to the poll. And election day will come. God spare our lives. We will see what the results turned out to be. And then that is when I believe the good things start after the elections. Take care, my people. Bless up.